So the real work here isn't about finding more time. I want you to hear that. It's about getting back into alignment with the belief that you matter.
Welcome to Change Your Story, the podcast that helps women build a fit mind, a fit body, and a fit life from the inside out.
I'm your host and transformation coach, Hannah Dawson. I'm a personal trainer, nutrition educator, and mindset mentor, and I am here to help you feel strong, confident, and free in your body, not by starving, shrinking, or punishing yourself, but by training with a purpose, eating with a purpose, and having faith through the process so you can change the way you see yourself forever. Inside this podcast, we break free from diet culture, perfectionism, and all the stories that have held you back. We rewrite the new ones rooted in truth, strength, and self-love. You will hear real talk, faith-fueled encouragement, proven fitness and nutrition strategies, and the mindset tools you need to stay consistent, stay focused, and believe in yourself again. If you are ready to stop starting over, build a life you love, and finally change your story, you are in the right place. Let's build a fit mind, a fit body, and a fit life. Let's rewrite your story. What is up, my girlies? Welcome back to the podcast today. Are you ready for the real work? Are you ready? We are on the Real Work series. We are on episode 4 called You Don't Have a Time Problem. I am so excited to get into this episode, but I quickly want to take a minute and let you know, because this really matters, this podcast is now the space for our Fit Club mindset coaching. And I'm so excited about this. And I just want to share this. So if you've heard this in the Facebook group or on the emails, I'm just going to quickly say it again for all of our ladies listening today. I also want to say, if you're new, welcome. If you're returning, thank you for being here again. I decided to not go live and do mindset coaching in the Facebook group anymore. This was done intentionally because I wanted a space and a place where you could come back to do this work anytime you needed to, and for it to be a place whether you're driving, walking, cleaning your house, or you just need a reset. This is your space to just press play, ground yourself, and get realigned, all right? So if you are part of the Fit Club, this is for you. If you are not yet inside the Fit Club app, this is also for you. This is a space and a place for all women to come to build a relationship with themselves for a fit mind, fit body, and a fit life, because this podcast is where we do the inner work, the belief work, the identity work, because that's what actually creates change. That is how we change our story. And I'm all about helping women reach their highest version, that best version of themselves. So before we go any further, I want to pause and I want to celebrate something, not just for me, but for us. The app just turned 1 year old, and I just feel like I need to take these moments and really soak them in, because this isn't just about an app. It's a reflection of your journey too. It's really important to remember, whether you've been showing up for 1 day, 1 week, 1 month, or a year, or heck, the last 4 minutes. I want you to hear this. Celebrate yourself. Celebrate the effort. Celebrate the consistency that you are building. It is so important to just pause and to be grateful and to have the mentality like, yes, more of this, please. And I want to say this loud and clear. So I hope today that you've come with an open heart and an open mind. This app, this space that I have created for women was never meant to just be about fitness or changing your body. The Fit Club app was created for women to rebuild their relationship with themselves, for you to learn to love the woman that you see in the mirror, a space to remember that you are worthy of feeling good, worthy of wanting more, worthy of going after it without guilt, a space to learn how to train with a purpose, a space to learn how to eat with a purpose, and how to have faith through the process, because my God, it is a process. I've poured my heart and my soul into this app because this is what I needed when I was 14, and then in my 20s, and then again in my 30s, and now I'm going into my 40s, and I've taken all my experience, all my mistakes, all my education, all my growth, I've poured it into this space so you have somewhere to feel welcome, supported, and reminded of who you are. A place where you learn how to love the woman that you see in the mirror. And that leads perfectly into today's truth. Here's the thing. I'm going to coach you today. I'm going to always coach you with love, but if you're open to it, I'm going to coach you with some hard truths today, okay? You do not have a time problem. Time was never your problem. You just don't. You have an identity and an alignment problem. Because when a woman is aligned with who she truly is, she makes time. Not perfectly, but she moves consistently, imperfectly. So if you've been saying to yourself, I don't have time, life is so busy, I don't know how to fit it in, let's talk about what that actually means. Are you ready? Here's the thing. I don't have time is often not a fact. It's a belief, and a limited belief at that. And sometimes it's an excuse. Sometimes it's avoidance, and sometimes it's protection. Because here's the thing. Making time means deciding. And deciding means responsibility. When you decide, you can't hide behind chaos anymore. Busy becomes familiar. Busy becomes safe. Busy becomes the reason you don't have to fully choose yourself. And I want to say this gently. Most women aren't lazy. They are disconnected from themselves. They have learned to abandon themselves. I'll speak to you now. You are not lazy. You are just disconnected from yourself. And you have learned to abandon and reject yourself, to not prioritize yourself, and that you are not important enough to value or to be put first. This is where identity comes in. Your priorities, they reflect your identity. So what you prioritize isn't random. It reflects what you believe you deserve, who you believe you are allowed to be, and where you place your own value. This comes from my own journey, so please hear this with love. If you keep saying you don't have time for yourself, it's not because you don't care about yourself. It's because somewhere along the way you learned that your needs came last. That rest had to be earned, that taking care of yourself was optional, that you were only allowed to slow down once everything else was handled. Everybody else was taken care of. Wherever this belief came from, whether it was cultural, whether it was something you learned in your environment, whether it was religion, whether it was whatever this belief came from, that showed you that loving yourself was putting yourself last. And that belief shows up in how you spend your time. So here's the truth. You do have time. You have more time than you even realize. You're actually abundant in time. What you don't have is alignment. It's not about doing more. It's not about hustling harder. Alignment is about recalibration. It's about doing what is true. It is about getting honest with what you want. It's about deciding what matters. It's about stopping the internal negotiations. Here's the thing. When you are aligned, you don't need constant motivation. You don't ask everyone else what they think, and you don't wait for permission. Alignment feels like clarity. like relief, like flow. Alignment is remembering who you are and letting your choices follow that. And when your identity and alignment start to come back into place, I would say into harmony, something really important happens. The foundation underneath, it stops fighting you and it actually starts to support you. How many of you have felt like you are running an uphill battle when it comes to your health and fitness and loving your body and accepting your body? How many of you feel like you've been stuck in the mud? No matter how hard you try, it just feels heavy. Like everything takes so much effort. That is a sign that you are out of alignment. It's not a sign you're broken. It's just a sign that you're out of alignment. And I actually want you to hear this differently because it's powerful. That feeling is information. It's an invitation to pause, reflect, and even be grateful. Hear me out, because it's showing you an area where your belief system is not aligned with the highest version of yourself. So when things feel hard, when consistency feels exhausting, when avoidance shows up, it usually means something deeper is off. Your habits aren't aligned, your mindset isn't being supported, or your boundaries aren't in place. And so, of course, it feels easier to avoid. Are you with me here? And of course, I don't have time becomes an excuse to avoid those deeper feelings. Not because you are lazy, but because you are asking yourself to live in a way that doesn't match what you believe about yourself yet. Are you with me? This is where identity matters. When you are out of alignment, it often is because that you have learned to put yourself last, to put everyone else first, to believe that your needs are optional, that you are not important enough to prioritize. So the real work here isn't about finding more time. I want you to hear that. It's about getting back into alignment with the belief that you matter, that your energy matters, that your health matters, that you are not just an afterthought, you are a priority. Because everything will flow from that. When alignment comes back online, the foundation starts to support you. Training will become something that you do because you respect yourself, not because you are trying to fix yourself. It gives you energy. It gives back. It makes you feel good. It makes you feel strong. Then nutrition starts to come from a place of nourishment, not control or punishment or restriction. It comes from a place of you are supporting your body instead of fighting it. And then mindset. All right, mindset stops being this last thing that you think about and becomes an anchor. It becomes your medicine, your daily dose, your movement, your nutrition, your mindset. They stop feeling like chores and they start feeling like something you can't live without. Not because you're forcing it, but because you are aligned. So this isn't about doing things harder. It's about integrity. It's about becoming the woman who shows up for herself consistently. Not magically, not perfectly, but intentionally. And when you start prioritizing yourself, you start respecting yourself. And when you start respecting yourself, you set better boundaries. And when you set better boundaries, other people start respecting them too. The cool thing about this is, ladies, is this starts to build trust with yourself. You start to trust yourself. You start to show up for yourself. And suddenly, time isn't the issue anymore because alignment changed everything. So I want to give you some homework. Not something to add pressure. Not something to make yourself be perfect at, but something to help you see more clearly. Are you up for that? Okay. Take a look at your last 7 days. Where did your time actually go? Really audit yourself. From the moment you get up to the moment you go to bed, where do you give time? Be truthful with yourself. Do you go on social media as soon as you wake up? How much time do you spend on there? right? What are you doing? Where are the time leaks through your day? How much time do you spend making food or making dinner or making lunches? How much time do you spend on your fitness, if anything at all? How much time do you spend on your mindset, gratitude? How much time do you spend on your morning routine, your evening routine? How much time do you spend watching TV? How much time do you spend in the vehicle? When we can kind of, zoom in to zoom out, we can see how we can make the improvements in our time, and actually how we have an abundance of time, and where we can start to implement, our mindset, where we can start to implement our training, where we can start to implement our nutrition and optimize our time. So it gives us more time. This is a very powerful practice. Now, again, this is not a place to judge yourself or to get hard on yourself. This is a place to build awareness. All right. So this is a place just to see, where does your time actually go, right? Like our spending, where's the little leaks? And then not where you wish the time went, right? This is not about where you wish the time went. We're just, where's the time going? That again, because some of us ladies will start listing like things like where we wish the time went, or not where we planned it to go. This happens because we try to like when we see that, we'll try to make reasons why that was, like, we just have to get rid of that. I get that from women when we start talking about their nutrition, or it's like we need to give ourselves reassurance of that behavior was, we find excuses for the behavior. Let's just say it as it is. We try to find excuses. This is not a time to find excuses. This is a time to find awareness. Then I want you to ask yourself this question. What does how I spend my time say about what I believe I deserve? I'll say that again. What does how I spend my time say about what I believe I deserve? Let that answer be honest. Write it down. Because here's the thing. Awareness is the beginning of alignment. And then choose one intentional decision that you can make this week. So what does that mean? One choice that says, I am the woman who shows up for herself. So that may look like this: scheduling your workouts before your week starts, setting a boundary around your time, eating in a way that supports your energy, going to bed a little bit earlier instead of scrolling, or protecting your time in the morning to get your mindset right and set up your heart for the day. You just need one aligned decision. That's how you build trust with yourself. All right? Okay. And if you are listening to this and realizing, I don't even know what my highest version looks like right now, that's okay. I get it. I've been there. You are not behind. Remember, you are evolving, you are becoming. And so if you want help getting clear on your goals, creating a vision and the direction that you want to move in 2026, this is really important. I've created a workshop that walks you through exactly what to do. It's designed to help you set meaningful goals, create a vision that helps you feel true to yourself, your highest version, and start aligning the choices with the woman you are becoming. This is so true. This is stuff that I have learned over the last 10 years of really learning to rebuild my relationship with myself. I've learned from the best of the best, from my own education, from my own life experiences, from taking courses, from applying it, from application in my own life and seeing the results manifest. It's called Manifest Your Dream Body. This is within the app, so you have access to it. You can do it whenever you want. You get access to it for life. You get a beautiful ebook with it. There's a little resource section of how to overcome limited beliefs. So you have a whole little workshop. It's only 35 minutes. Plus you get an ebook so you can rewatch it whenever you want. The ebook is so detailed, beautiful, to really help you get clear, because clarity is the thing that's going to help you reach your goals. And there's so many fun things in it. So you can nix the making a dream board to hang on your poster on your wall. Those actually don't work. They're okay, but they actually aren't the thing that help you. And so I talk about in the course what to do instead. And so it's very powerful. If you're wanting help creating a vision for yourself, the links will be in the show notes, okay? And of course, if you are not inside the Fit Club app yet, this is where all of this comes together: your training, your nutrition, your mindset, your consistency, everything that you need to get started now. So that's this episode. I would love to hear your thoughts. Did this resonate with you? Please tag me on social media, share with me. If you love this, if this has added value to you, make sure you follow the podcast. Leave me a review. I love reading them. Rate it. It helps other women like you get found. And again, if you have any questions or you would like me to talk about something on the podcast, you can email ask@fitnessministry.ca and I will answer your questions right there or on the podcast. You can let me know. Again, if this episode hit you, please share it. It's my only ask. It's how you support the podcast. Again, tag me on social media. It would mean so much to me to connect with you and hear how these episodes are helping you. Again, thank you for being here. Thank you for doing the real work. You don't have a time problem. You have an alignment invitation. And guess what? You're allowed to answer it. Well, friends, thank you for being here. Until next time, bye for now.